Do Muslims have a Bible? Is the Bible of Barnabas in Martin Midyat? Why were excavations in Tarsus carried out in secret?
It is known and rumored that in certain points of the world there are these channels we call vortexes. One of them is said to be in Tarsus. It is true. It is not surprising that a person who has seen or had some knowledge of the gospel of Barnabas should later be involved in an accident. It is not surprising at all.
What is the secret of the lost Bible?
As for the Tarsus excavation, there is talk of a murder there. A mysterious excavation. Nobody knows what they're looking for. Something dirty is going on here. The motive for this murder could be similar.
Which facts were hidden from the public? What was the Vatican's interest in the Tarsus excavations? In this episode, you will watch the mysterious life of Barnabas, who had a disagreement with Paul, the Bible full of secrets he is said to have written, and many mysterious events that happened with him. The Gospel of Barnabas is known as the book that led even a priest to become a Muslim. The Age of the Apostles is the name traditionally given in Christian history to the period from the resurrection of Jesus in Jerusalem in 33 AD and his Great Commission to the 12 Apostles until the death of the last apostle, thought to be John, in Anatolia in 100 AD. Barnabas was a Christian saint who disagreed with Paul in the Apostolic Age. He was originally from Cyprus. Barnabas accompanied Paul on his first missionary journey to Cyprus and Asia Minor. He is the founder of the Church of Cyprus. It is believed that he was murdered in Cyprus. Every year on June 11th, Barnabas is commemorated as Saint Barnabas Day. The Gospel of Barnabas is, from a Muslim perspective, a generally accepted gospel by religious authorities, thought to have been written approximately in the last quarter of the 16th century. It is claimed to have been written by Barnabas, one of Jesus' disciples.
The Gospel of Barnabas, the approach of St. Paul, or the Gospel of St. Paul, goes against a fundamentally accepted understanding. They believe that there is only one God. They believe in and accept Jesus, the prophet of the Christian religion. But they reject the idea that Jesus is the Son of God.
Hundreds of years after the discovery of the Gospel of Barnabas, its controversy has not ended. The mystery of this Bible remains unsolved. In our country, there was a mysterious excavation in Tarsus. In this excavation, St. Paul's lost Bible was allegedly searched for.
What was found in the mysterious excavation at Tarsus is still a subject of great suspicion and curiosity. In my opinion, either the notes of St. Paul, the person who developed the theory of Christianity and founded the Christian religion, or, more importantly, St. Paul's Bible, which has never been found, could have been found in Tarsus.
Refik Kutluer, a researcher and author, has spent a long period of time researching the mysterious excavation in Tarsus. Is someone hiding something? Asks Refik Kutluer.
If this is the case, then the statements of the Vatican, by its most authoritative people, denying this, i.e. not accepting that St. Paul's Bible was found there and brought to the Vatican, are particularly striking. It is not known why and what prompted such a statement. The fact that such a high-level statement was made from there explains everything.
It was claimed that the lost Bible of St. Paul of Tarsus one of the important names of Christianity, was searched for during the excavations in a house in Tarsus 82 Evler neighborhood under a confidentiality order. Some MPs said that before this excavation, they had received information that treasure hunters were employed in the excavations with coordinates sent directly from the Vatican. MPs were not allowed into the mysterious excavation site in Tarsus. Let's scan the calendar leaves backwards. In 1982, the discovery of an old Bible in a cave in Uludere, in what was then Hakkari province, opened the mystery a little. At that time, in the mountainous parts of the region, guns were only used for hunting, and the people who found the book in the cave were just hunters passing by. By descending into the cave, they had become the triggering characters in an intriguing story that would later involve the Vatican, but they undoubtedly did not know it.
Şimdi St. Paul bence birçok açıdan çok önemli.
St. Paul is a very important man. The most important thing is that he is the person who wrote the rules of the Christian religion. So the Christian religion came into being thanks to St. Paul. Tarsus has one of the three most important universities of the time, the others being Athens and Alexandria. It also has one of the three largest libraries of the time, again with Athens and Alexandria. It was one of the most important scientific, cultural, and educational centers of the time. Here, as a continuation of the formation that came from Mitra and then turned into Stoic philosophy, these studies were always being carried out in those servants. And St. Paul started to form a new religion in Tarsus, especially with the data he received from the Stoic philosophy. Everyone is after the famous Bible of Barnabas, and we know that Barnabas the priest came to Tarsus. We also know that he took St. Paul from Tarsus and took him to Antioch. We know that they worked together for a year in Antioch. In other words, the following conclusion emerges from this information: the views of St. Paul and Barnabas are very parallel. They worked together and created some things together. Later, the followers of that church in Antioch started to be called Christians for the first time.
The alleged discovery of the Gospel of Barnabas in a cave in Turkey was enough to alarm the Vatican, the spiritual center of the Catholic world. In 2004, the Vatican wrote to the Ministry of Culture through its embassy in Ankara and requested information about the book. The Ministry of Culture investigated the issue upon the Vatican's request. After the investigations, Rome received a reply saying, "We do not have the Gospel of Barnabas."
In the year 325 AD, because there were too many Gospels in circulation and conflicting views began to emerge, especially the view of Master Arius, one of the important priests of that time, began to find many supporters, and he said, "There is only one God, Jesus Christ is his prophet, but the idea that Jesus is the Son of God is wrong." He attracted attention by saying this. And when the followers of this view began to increase, when most people began to support this idea, the issue disturbed the administrators of that time. Following these developments, the First Council of Nicaea was convened in Nicaea in 325 AD. After all the discussions and debates there, it was decided that the Gospels containing this and similar views should be destroyed, not accepted, and a new Gospel consisting of 4 Gospels should be formed. The Gospel of St. Paul is not one of these 4 Gospels. Either St. Paul was not present at the council or he too held opposing views. St. Paul could only express some of his views in his letters in the second part of the Gospels. We know that too. Now, when the subject of St. Paul is like this, and when such suspicious things are revealed in the excavation in Tarsus, in the excavation in St. Paul's hometown, I believe that either St. Paul's Gospel or the notes in which he wrote his views that make up the Gospel could have been found there. I think some evidence of this may have been found there.
Following the Uludere incident, the news that a 1,500-year-old Bible was found in the Ankara courthouse judicial depository and that the historical Bible, written in Aramaic, in which Jesus Christ gave his first sermons, was handed over to the Ankara Ethnography Museum under police custody, attracted great attention.
A centuries-old manuscript historical Bible. This Bible is 1,500 years old. A mysterious Bible written on leather in the Aramaic language used by Jesus.
It is claimed that the Bible, which is claimed to be wanted by the Vatican and worth $40 million and a photocopy of $4 million, is not the Gospel of Barnabas but a forged text.
Barnabas İncil'i, o merak edilen, aranan.
There is also the idea that the Gospel of Barnabas, which was curiously sought and rumored to have been found, is not actually the true Gospel of Barnabas because it was found very late. It also turned out that some of the information in it was contradictory. However, the fact that the Gospel of Barnabas and his views are known to be different can be explained by considering the similarity with the views of St. Paul. In other words, he too believed in the Christian religion, in one God, thought that Jesus was a prophet, but rejected the idea that Jesus was the Son of God.
The fact that the Gospel found in Turkey, written more than 1,500 years ago, has caused concern in the Vatican is one of the clearest issues left behind by the book. Let us tell you why this Gospel is so important for the Vatican.
There are also Christians and scientists who say that this is only a philosophical point of view, but it is quite normal that the Bible or notes that contain a contrary view on such a fundamental issue, whether it is St. Paul's or Barnabas, are banned and attempts are made to destroy them, because they are things that would cause a stir and shake the whole Christian faith. This is what happened at the First Council of Nicaea in 325 AD. That is, at that time, because the views of the priest Arius and those who thought like him contradicted the view that was accepted as the basis, this council was convened and it was decided to destroy all the Gospels and notes that accepted contrary views. It was even decided to excommunicate and punish those who believed in these contradictory views.
There is another shocking detail about the Gospel of Barnabas, which harbors many secrets and led to secret excavations in Tarsus. Actor and director Ahmet Yenilmez stated that Muhsin Yazicioglu showed him the photos of the Gospel of Barnabas on his cell phone 15 days before his death and said, "Do you know that everyone who saw this is dead?" One of my friends said, "Mr. President, have you seen it?" He died 15 days after he said, "We see it."
Özellikle şu anda kabul edilen bir dinin.
In particular, the leaders of a currently recognized religion would certainly not want to find anything that contradicts the accepted truths of that religion. If the Gospel of Barnabas itself, or any evidence that would reveal what is in that Gospel, were to be seen or found by anyone, it would be natural to think that this evidence would be tried to be destroyed, and that anyone who saw it would be tried to be destroyed. Muhsin Yazicioglu and his 5 friends, leader of the Great Unity Party Muhsin Yazicioglu. I'm in a helicopter. From this point of view, it is not surprising that some rumors, i.e. a person who had seen the Gospel of Barnabas or had some knowledge of it, later became the victim of an accident. There have been similar rumors in our recent history, especially about Barnabas. There is even a rumor that one of our most important politicians died in an accident. Why not?
Audio recordings of 2 archaeologists involved in the mysterious excavation of the missing Bible have caused a stir. The two, whose voices were altered by technical intervention to prevent their identities from being deciphered, confessed that they heard strange noises during the excavations.
There are rumors that there is a passage inside, and other strange things are said to have happened. According to the information I've received, there was a situation inside that caused a very violent clattering in the later stages of the excavation. But I don't know why. You can go to different places, I mean, it's not a simple path.
Secret witnesses who called researcher Haluk Ozdil told him with chilling testimony that in addition to the lost Bible, an underground city was discovered in Tarsus and that there was a mysterious passage.
Is it some kind of maze? We can say yes. There is indeed a temple down there. The question is, who was it built for? Down there is the famous Library of Tarsus. There are various inscriptions, papyri and stone tablets. I don't know how old the tablets are, but they say they can be dated. When you ask what's written on the tablet, don't immediately think of the lost Bible. We are talking about the library. There is a library downstairs. It is rumored that there are 50,000 books from the famous Tarsus library. I don't know if it's true or not, I haven't seen it, but I've heard it from reliable sources.
Has the lost Gospel of St. Paul been found?
Do people who see the Gospel of Barnabas really die or are killed? Where is the original Gospel of Barnabas? These questions have been awaiting answers for hundreds of years. What do you think? We are waiting for your comments. See you in the next video. Goodbye.